Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and more importantly, this is bullcrap. Now, of course, this is the review of the final figure in the Green Lantern Movie Master series. Although, there's no figure. They are actually selling you the final piece of the Collecting Connect, which is Parralax. I mean, they even say Parralax, head and torso. What kind of a sucker is going to go into a store and buy this without having bought every other figure? I mean, really, Collecting Connect is pretty much incentive to buy every figure, and your reward is you get this massive figure at the end. Not a, hey, buy every one, oh, by the way, haha, you have to buy the last piece. So, just an amorphous blob of crap here in the packaging. He does come with this, like, holographic Hal Jordan that pegs into one of the other Collecting Connect pieces. No read-up on the box, and honestly, who cares? I'm just so pissed off they actually had the nerve to, and I mean, everyone's gonna be like, oh, J-Train, if it pisses you off so much, why'd you buy it? What was I supposed to do? I've got a 99% built a 90% built Parralax, missing 2 figures that were sold in a wave, and oh well, let's open him up. And beyond even the fact that it's not even a figure, they sell it to you all pieced out with no instructions. So wonderful. Of course, your standard little... Oh, no, it's not standard. It's a tiny little green outline of what I'm guessing is supposed to be Hal Jordan, although there's no real detail, he's just clear green. And the idea is, where did I put that piece? The other Collecting Connect piece that you bought, well, this is 2 separate pieces. There's this place in the end here. There's a tiny peg, and you peg that in. And I guess it's like he's being absorbed, I would think. So I'll plug that back out till later. Now, I'm guessing this is supposed to be some sort of base. It's all cracked up, not exactly sure why, and it's got the Sinestro Corps logo on this piece, although I guess in the movie universe, that's just the emblem of fear. Okay, that's pegged on. This actually comes off, and there's like a rib cage. I guess you could actually put this. Yeah. Well, he doesn't fit all that great, but if you wanted to, you could put him in there. I don't really know what the point of it is. But then you get this amorphous leech-looking thing, which I guess goes right here. Peg that on. Then the face of Parralax, which I guess just slides on over that. I guess the whole point is to see the leech inside of the mouth. And I guess they want you to peg it like that onto the base. Let's actually try this way. Nope. Okay. 1 second here, guys. Live on camera. There we go. So, if you're one of the suckers that bought this without buying all the other pieces, which, let's be honest, I haven't even seen these showing up in any stores beyond Wave 1 and what was technically Wave 1.5, there's what you buy for 15 bucks. What the hell is that? I mean, it's this bizarre little outcropping, like, what am I going to do? Put this on a shelf and go, wow, I should have bought the rest of those. But, I don't know, the ribcage thing, I'm not understanding what it is. It's kind of neat that the idea you would have to, like, capture a Green Lantern in there or something. It's not wanting to pop off now that it's on this base. So, we might as well go on and add on the extra pieces of this guy and make this the Collecting Connect review as well, because this is just... It's an outrageous... Probably the biggest piece of crap a toy company has ever done to me, and that's saying a lot. We'll just cram him in there. So 1 second while we get the rest of these pieces connected. And here we have the amorphous blob, which is supposed to be Parralax from the movie. Now, I will say, pictures leaked early from different websites of the completed Parralax, and the general consensus among the people who were buying the toy line was, what crap, he looks like an amorphous blob of shit. I was definitely one of those people. I will say, having him here in hand, the presentation is better. I'm definitely loving the look of him completed. Not so much as does he relate to the movie, because in the movie he was pretty much a cloud with tendrils. But he looks decent. Now, he doesn't stand for crap. That one pose is pretty much the first time he stayed up in a while, and it's because they've given him such a bizarre way of standing. So he will slide over nearly constantly, which I'm sure he's... see, I grab the leg to try and slide him forward. The entire leg rotates out from under him. So, let's try and put him back up. Is he going to stay? Yes, he'll stay. Now, the detail on him is fairly nice. He's got that creepy head. Of course, the leech head, as you just seen, is beneath that. You see all the crazy faces in the leech face, and the arm coming off with a tiny Hal Jordan in it. All the different various other pieces, a lot of them are the same. Like this arm, this arm, this arm, this arm, and these two front legs, all exactly the same piece. Now, as far as his articulation, it's going to be really hard to show, but if you haven't watched any of my reviews, these start off as a solid joint up here, and they come down and they're a more bendable, flexible plastic, so it's easier to get them into a pose you want. The face, of course, is just kind of slipped over that leech mask. The legs also on a ball joint. Ball joint right here. I'm sorry I'm not showing a whole lot of this, but I know he's going to start... It's going to be really hard because he's going to start falling over. Ball joint, falling over again. So let's try and do a full 360 with this guy. Having this guy on the shelf is going to be a joy. I can go ahead and tell you that much. So, I'm disappointed looking back at the Green Lantern Movie Masters line. Had I known then when I started buying them how it would have panned out, I almost definitely wouldn't have put too much time in this line. Now, that's not to say it was an awful line. There were a lot of gems in there. There were some absolutely garbage figs like Hector Hammond. Speaking of which, here's a Movie Masters Hal Jordan. We'll get a quick size comparison in here. Stand up, Hal. So yeah, you can definitely see Parralax, that's what they advertised. He definitely is the biggest collecting connect ever as far as DC goes, but I mean, if he's not very good, that's not saying a lot. And I like how he looks to a point, but he doesn't stand well. The line itself, reflecting on it, had a lot more downs than ups, although there definitely were a few. Overall, I'd say if you bought all of the figures, this Parralax is going to be decent, to put on your shelf if you can get him to stand solidly. But I wouldn't recommend going out and actively pursuing him unless you just had to have this guy. And that being said, this is J-Train 997. It's still crap. They sold us a single piece, but in the end of the day, what are you going to do? And I'll see you soon, YouTube.